And that's why we must come out to speak about these things these days. And that's just it.
Speaking about it really helps also.
A lot.
It brings a lot of balance.
Healing, yeah.
Yes, healing, that's the word. Let's talk about psychological management. As a woman, how do I manage myself psychologically?
Thank you. We will have to refer back to a lot of things. Okay, what value do I want to be known for? Do you know, this time around, a lot of things is happening to us that we cannot speak of. We need to check within our cycle. What are the people? Who are the people that surround us? And sometimes you don't even have a pointer to it, but people around you can actually help you to tell you the reality of what you're going through. So a lot of time, we're in a particular position or a place, and we think we're comfortable, and we're not. We're just enduring. So a lot of times, psychologically, we don't see it. So most of the time, you need an outsider to help you see those things. That psychologically, you're not balanced. Or maybe you're kind of a woman that there's a kind of way, and before you know it, maybe because you're married, you are going through things in the house, then you just notice you are not appearing that way. But inside of you,
you're
like,
not making the efforts to look
I
as
care
good
less
as,
again. No, it does not matter. I'm married. Nobody is looking at me. But naturally, that is not who you are. Then maybe some friends or your siblings will like see you and say, "My darling sister, why are you looking this way?" No, there's nothing wrong. And to be honest with you, inside of you think there's nothing wrong. But people from outside can see that this is not you again. Oh, there's a way you like to there's a way you go out, the way you smile, you don't smile again. Oh, no, because I need to achieve. No, that's not about life. And another thing I've noticed is because we have a lot in our front, the moment we're into marriage, and then you begin to think for more than two. Sometimes because of the kids. So you're not thinking for yourself alone. You're thinking for yourself. You're thinking for the children. You're thinking for your spouse. Husband, Sometimes extended family. Maybe your mother-in-law, your father-in-law. Maybe you have a sick, and you need to pray for them. And so all these things come to play to who you are, and they're going to break you down. And unconsciously, sometimes you don't know. Do we get it? So people from outside, you know, sometimes you know people that you can have the sincere truth from, and they will not deceive you. Oh, they will tell you, oh, you need to watch this. And what happened? Are you reducing weight intentionally? I said no. Then you're coming down. You're like, I know, maybe you're looking at it. But sometimes we need to go back to our wardrobe and check some of our clothes. And to realize that it is
down
true.
A size or two.
You understand? Except you're working on yourself intentionally. So we need to put all these things together, and then we'll be able to say, oh, I think I am not balanced on this side. And I think going to see a counselor should not be an issue now.
It's not at all.
You understand? It should not be an issue.
At all.
It was in the past that when things happen, it's only about going to pray. Sometimes you even pray, you need somebody outside to pray with you along. You understand? Well. And getting an accountability partner in some area of our life should not be an issue. You understand? So those are the things that you know you need to work on to have yourself balanced psychologically and emotionally. Then other ones you can try. Sometimes we know we need to pick a course or two to add value to ourselves. Because it's about you adding value to yourself. That's when your children can actually and your spouse can add value. If your husband knows and is a man that loves positive things and you're adding value to yourself, honey, I'm going for this course. Then if you're not careful, the man inside of him, this woman want to meet me. I need to add value to myself too. And you put them, and the children sees, mommy is doing second masters. Then I'm done with my first degree. If my mom can do it,
so then can I.
So it motivates everybody around, and that's why you can't pour from an empty cup.
Wow, that's amazing. So for us to be able to manage our homes, we need to be able to manage ourselves first, emotionally, spiritually. Physically, psychologically,
every area, and mentally. Every aspect of our life, we need to manage it first before we can transfer it to our home.
To others. We've talked about managing ourselves. How do we begin to help our children? How do we guide them together as a team so that there won't be fightings, there won't be rancor, there won't be bitterness? Oh, mommy loves you more than mommy loves me. Or, okay, you are daddy's pet. How do we begin to guide them so that all those negative effects won't manifest?
Okay, I'm going to. It's very simple. Like I say, a lot of things we can't do as individual. we need this help of the Holy Spirit, and we need the wisdom of God. Even this time we have now, you just need the wisdom to lead. It is just too much on the family. And you know, the devil is not attacking anybody again. He's attacking the family. He knows when he breaks us down as a family, he has broken everybody. That's it. So I'm going to liken it to a football team.
Okay.
You hardly see a midfielder going to score or somebody staying at the back going to score. Everybody must understand their strengths and their weakness. Even we as a parent, we must understand their strengths and their weakness. And we must raise them as a team, not as individual. Raising them as a team, allowing them to rise as individual, but raising them as a team. Okay, sometimes, for some of us we watch ball, some of us we don't watch. When Liverpool wins, we will jubilate that somebody scored in the team. But don't forget, Liverpool did what? Won the match. We don't compromise that. So we need to, that when we do it together as a family. Okay, let me say this. There's a particular time they're having end of the year party in my children's school, and there's going to be prize giving day. My husband was even not around. I was on my way, and they've called my son. And when I get to school, everybody was just saying, "You have raised your boy so well." I was, what is happening? They said they called the smaller one. The first one leave his class. When the teacher said, "You have to sit," everybody has to sit on their seat, and said, "No, they are calling my brother. My mom was not around. My dad was not around, and I need to be there." He said, Tiny needs a family member
support.
A support, and that's just it. They didn't call him now, but he knows that if they call, and I used to tell them, when they call, who did they call? And you are proud to say, "Oh, even if I don't get the gift, that is who? That's my brother." And that's it. That's raising them as a team. They need to work as a team. And how do they need to work as a team? Oh, in our own days, what do our parents normally do? They put all the house chores on one person. I remember I used to say it jokingly, and they don't know. I hate washing plates now because I remember, because I'm the youngest, I was the only one that does not have somebody to pass it to. I was growing up and I see our first one passing it to the second passing it to the third passing it to me, and after me. Then I remember when I was in ND, I make a rule, everybody should wash their plates. Everybody was like, "Are you all right? Who is your mate in this house?" You know? So you don't need to put all the house chore on one person. You understand?
You can have a roster for that.
Yes. And make sure everybody, there's no man, there's no woman in house chores. You go to all these 5-star hotel, you see shelves, men. So the ideology of is the women that is the girls that should be in the kitchen. No, it should not be. Who told you? I remember I encountered somebody. I think it was during the Olu of Warri coronation. The guy that did the major cooking there. I can't remember the name. It's a chef. Wow. You need to see him. He was doing it willingly. Who told you our children, our sons cannot go in that route? Cook. And they will be, the Bible says if He will bless the work of our hands. And he said, if you are diligent in your work, what will you do? You will walk up before kings. So who told you our boys cannot do cooking and standing before kings and queens? So what are you talking about? So it should not be from one person.
So house chores has no gender.
It has no gender. It should not be gender-based. Do you get it? So everybody should.
So washing cars too should not be gender.
It should not be gender-based.
I grew up washing cars.
That's it. It should not be gender-based. Okay, what if everybody in the family
are girls?
Are girls.
Or are boys?
Are boys. So what do you do? It's when we have boys and girls, you say, boys is to go and wash car. Girls is to wash plates. So, but boys can eat too. And girls can ride in the car. So it should be shared equally. And as much as all of them are healthy, let them go through the house chores together. We can do roster. Or if one person is down, the other person can help. And if they help, and it's even help, then it teaches them how to negotiate. How do they negotiate? You do it, I do it. I help you out. And in the house, what do I do? Sometimes I'll say, who is washing? They will say, don't worry. Mommy, nobody is washing. He will wash, I'll help him to rinse. So I see them doing that. It helps them to negotiate. So if they grow up like that, when they have somebody, maybe in the team lead in the office, they can say, if you're doing this, I have lesser job. Why can't I help you out with this?
Yeah.
At least we're winning as what?
Yeah.
As a team.
Yeah.
Do we get it? So
Yeah.
and that's how
and winning as a team is very important.
Very important, and it is key.
It
If
is
we're doing
key.
anything, they will say, "Oh, that's the
winning team."
You know that's it. And winning together. Don't forget, one can only go far. But if we're going together, if you're going to go fast, you can go alone. But if you're going to go far,
you're
going
together.
to go with some other people.
Together.